This episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Diggity dank.
Hello, it's that diggity dank time. Welcome back to another episode of the Nightwing News. I am Phil. Joining me as always is...
Hi, I'm Kristen.
That's right. And again, no new issue yet out yet because we're waiting until was it October 20th or whatever. So, another classic review, Batman Reborn Part 2. So, this time we're covering Batman and Robin, issues 1 and then 10 through 16. So, issue 1 is August 2009, and then 10 through 16 is May 2010 through early January 2011. I don't remember if, I think that's 16 at least a month or two there, but yeah. Alright, so, shall we dive in? Because like I said, I don't think there's been any Nightwing news lately. Well, besides this show, so.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you're making a joke, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll make the noise when I make a joke.
Sorry, I was like, you said Nightwing news besides. You said this show, and I thought you said the show, and I was like, what show?
Humor.
I was like, oh, wait, this show.
Humor. Hi. Strike one.
Batman. Sorry, I ruined that joke.
No, it's alright. Wasn't a good joke. Alright, so yes, Batman and Robin #1.
Yeah. So fun.
By Grant Morrison. So if you don't understand something, don't worry. It's because Grant Morrison's high on something.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to explain some stuff when we get to.
If I understand it, I'll tell you.
#1. I mean, the first issue, got it. That was good.
Yeah.
That was good. But then once we start getting to that Hurt and Barbados and stuff, I was like, man, this is not even making sense the second or third time I read it. I mean, it's kind of making sense. But yes. I'm just kind of like, yeah, okay, whatever.
It involves some history. Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one, #1 opens up with a bunch of crooks, including Mr. Toad, who's actually, I guess, a walking Toad Man, being chased by Batman and Robin in the flying Batmobile.
That's right. And then we see who's inside.
Dick and Damian.
I told you it would work. All I had to do was follow my father's blueprints. I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Damian.
Yeah, they basically use a missile to blow them off the road and then pick up the car. I love this.
And then I feel like they have Dick say, I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Damian, just to emphasize, in case you didn't read Battle for the Cowl, that this is Damian, who's Robin.
Yeah.
But then the next thing he's like, no names in the field, your words. I'm glad you were paying attention.
Yeah. I would have killed for a flying Batmobile when I was Robin.
Who wouldn't? That would be so sweet.
Exactly. So, yeah.
But I do enjoy their team punch when they catch Mr. Toad.
Oh, yeah, because they dump the car in the river, and then, Toad's coming out of the river, and, they both punch him at the same time.
Turns out he has a suitcase full of Dominoes. And not the pizza kind.
What kind of drug dealer gets paid in Dominoes? A pot dealer.
And then, I do think it's cute. Maybe cute's not the right word. But it's nice. It's like a good reflection of Dick. Because Bruce sometimes really will be holding people 300 feet up.
Oh, yeah.
But Dick just puts a blindfold on him, and really he's holding him 2 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
But he tells him it's 300.
Yeah, he tells him he's losing his grip.
And he's like, I don't know. And then he does drop him, but he just is like...
But he's like, I'm telling you, Nanti, where's my denari? Yeah, so Dick drops him 2 feet to the ground. Wait till Pig comes. You'll wish you'd never been born. And again, we kind of see them packing up the cave, kind of like he was in that last Batman issue we covered last week.
Right, and he's looking at that picture, which features Ace the Bat Hound. Yeah. I mean, at least I assume that's Ace. I mean, it's some random German Shepherd.
Original Ace, yes.
Yeah, you would think it would be Ace.
But Alfred's asking if he has second thoughts. No, I've always known what I'd do if anything happened to Bruce. I just didn't want to face it. This is my worst nightmare when I was a kid. This is what kept me awake at 3:30 a.m.
I don't know why he said 3:30. He should have just said 3. 3:30 is such a mouthful. 3 a.m. just slides off the tongue.
I know. As long as I was Nightwing, I could pretend I'd never have to take over as Batman. I could act as if he'd always be around. And as for Damian, what am I letting myself in for?
Alfred always with his words of wisdom.
And of course, we all know it's true.
Anyone can bring out the best in the boy. It will be you. I have no doubt. Oh, place the all button, Phil. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, they leave. You see the Thomas and Martha Wayne giant headstone, and then of course, Batman's unmarked grave.
Alfred saying, "Master Bruce was always proud of you, sir. I know he'd be especially proud of you now." That's like a double awe. So many awes, right? Coming right after the other. Bam, bam.
So yeah, then they show him at the tower where, the new cave's like in the, I guess, a sub-basement.
In the bunker.
Yeah, that's right. Hey,
Damian's all like, if you're not up to it, stand aside.
Hey, Alfred, turns out domino tiles are also known as bones. Yeah, because Damian's working on the Batmobile.
Yep. It's like, I can do it on my own. I was like, dude, you're 10. Whatever. But Dick is pretty smart with Damian, and he says, maybe one day, Damian, but not today. Like, let's just move on. Which is a pretty diplomatic response.
Oh, but remember those funny words Toad was saying? Dick's saying, yeah, Toad doesn't show up in any of the databases, Justice League, Titans, International Club of Heroes, but I know European circus slang when I hear it.
That's right.
And Alfred, these chicken and jalapeno sandwiches are ferocious. I could eat them by the ton.
Yeah, wait, is that in this one or is that in the next one?
That's number 1, yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is number 1. I can't believe I didn't take a picture of that. Oh, no, it is on the... Yeah, I know. That cracks me up, but the word ferocious throws me off. Because that doesn't feel like something Dick would say, the ferocious part. I feel like him saying, Alfred, these chicken jalapeno sandwiches are amazing, excellent, awesome, something like that. But I don't know, ferocious just feels weird coming out of...
One, it's Grant Morrison. It's Grant Morrison, and 2, I think he's trying to highlight the difference that, yeah, this is Dick, and so 1, it's not Bruce, and 2, it's like a younger Batman.
Right, I know, but I feel like that is a little bit just like when older people wrote the Teen Titans back in the 60s, and they'd be like, that's my dude, or whatever, and now you read it and you think, oh, grown, this is awkward. I mean, this is a way less bad example than that, but it just... I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what word, but it should have been a different word.
And Grant Morrison, what is he, Scottish? Maybe that's like,
yeah,
maybe they say that a lot more over there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a couple years too early, but he should have been like, Alfred, these chicken jalapeno sandwiches are lit or something. Diggity dank. Yes, that's right. He should have said they're diggity dank.
I wish I could shake this feeling I'm wearing a shroud. Yeah, Damian, step aside if you can't handle it. I was bred for the job. Jeez.
No, which is an awkward way to refer to yourself.
I know.
But I mean, that's kind of Talia, at least Grandma.
I was consummated to be the best ever. Dick, one day, Damian, not today. Get in the car and don't forget your mask.
Like I said, that's very diplomatic.
Mm-hmm.
Crime is doomed. I assume that's Dick that says that.
It looks like it's... I mean, if the word
like
bubbles...
it's coming from his side of the car.
I was going to say, it's on the driver's side as long as it's coming from the right side, yeah.
But then this last page is good. He's all like, you can have my respect if you earn it. That's all I'm saying. You're not my father. Lose the attitude. Robin, I can still offer Tim Drake his old job back.
Yep.
Also, I think that's fair.
And
Dick will earn it. I mean, honestly, like, just because Bruce is Damian's dad doesn't mean that he also shouldn't have to earn his respect.
Exactly.
And then this is also a joke when he says Batman and Robin together again for the first time. So like, what? There's some Robin and Huntress magazine that's like in the back issues of a Wonder Woman back in the late 70s or early 80s, and it has on there like Robin and Huntress together again for the first time, and you're like, what? How can you be together again for the first time? That doesn't make sense. But it does make sense in this context, but it also makes sense as because Grant Morrison, he's all about the continuity. So I feel like that's on purpose. That's not just, it's to be funny, but it's also to kind of poke fun at that together again for the first time.
Oh, yeah, he likes all that older stuff, yeah, because I know he tried to make a lot of those Silver Age stories canon and stuff, yeah.
Anyway, so I laughed when I read that, because number one, it's goofy anyway, and number two, it's like meta goofy.
And then these cops on the roof with Gordon, they're like, oh, yeah, Toad's starting to stink. You really believe that freak saw Batman and Robin in a flying Batmobile? I mean, I know it's Gotham, but it's like, this is a world with, like, aliens and super-powered people. Ooh, a flying car. How unbelievable.
Yeah, but a flying car, I mean, how's it flying? Magic, technology?
Well, technology.
It'd probably be really expensive, so... I mean, obviously we know that they can do it, but...
I know.
I can see them meaning a little what?
So yeah, Gordon's putting up the signal. We've been doing this every night for months and no answer. Face it,
Tonight's your lucky night, Gordon.
Face it, Batman's never coming back. So yeah, they test their new glider capes.
That's pretty slick. Da-da-da-da.
Then yeah, we get some flaming guy coming to spring Toad. And the issue kind of ends with, well, this girl and her father are attacked by Professor Pig. She basically becomes Jason Todd's sidekick.
Yeah, and Professor Pig's trying to turn people kind of into free. Well, isn't he his Circus of the Strange or something?
Yeah, it's weird, like mind control.
Yeah, it is weird. But the thing I like in like later issues with that arc, I don't know if it's 2 or 3, Damian gets kind of mad, as is his wont, and he rips his R off and like runs away, but Dick still comes to get him, and Damian's kind of like, "You came to get me?" And Dick's like, "Yeah." And it's kind of sad, but also, I mean, I think that's a really important moment for their relationship, but it's also really sad because you see how the way Damian was raised, him being like, screw you, and like ripping the R off.
Yeah.
Like that would be it. Talia wouldn't come and get him.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever. So I think he was it's sad that he was surprised that Dick came to get him. And Dick's like, yeah, of course, we're partners. But I mean, I imagine also in Dick's head, Dick's thinking, you're a child. Like, can you imagine if kids were like, I'm running away, and their parents were like, okay, and they just let the kids leave? And
well,
then well, they ran away. Like, no one does that.
That was his childhood with Talia. I mean, he was never treated like a child from day one. It was basically, he was trained to kill and,
Right, exactly. So that's why I said, so it's sad, too, because like, I just think he really wasn't expecting Dick to come and, pick him up, so to speak. And that's really sad that his childhood was that. Well, I mean, he's still a child at 10, so he has time for a real childhood. I mean, as real as you can get while being a vigilante.
Yeah.
But it's sad. But I think it's good. And that's why Dick is more of a dad to Damian, because he's like,
exactly.
You're a kid. I know you got mad and you said you were running away from home, but everyone does that.
And then I remember when this came out, like the big promotion was like, it's Batman and Robin, but it's a darker Robin and a lighter Batman.
Yeah, which is a fun dynamic for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, you would get unless you paired Dick with Stephanie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think all Robins would be a little bit darker. Maybe not darker, but more serious. I mean, well, Jason obviously would be darker.
Mm-hmm.
The way they write him. Tim would be more serious. I don't know if darker is the right word, but definitely more serious.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, having Dick as Batman is like the lightest version.
So yeah, then skip ahead, Batman and Robin number 10.
Right, and for like 6 issues at least, they keep saying the return of Bruce Wayne begins here. I want to clarify with you, even though it doesn't come till the last issue of this, but they're building up. Okay, so they keep saying the return of Bruce Wayne, but doesn't he really reappear in there's those Bruce Wayne, The Road Home or whatever?
Well, that's
issue? Yeah, which issue does he officially reappear in?
Well,
the first time?
There was a 6-issue miniseries that I believe it's The Return of Bruce Wayne. Yeah, where he's like coming back through time because he basically got stuck in prehistoric times and he starts like jumping ahead.
Yeah.
And then at the end of issue 6, I think it's kind of where he was at, where he pops out of the fireplace at the end of 15 or whatever. Yeah.
Okay, but isn't there something where he pops up and like gives Tim a hug or something? Is that when he first pops up, or does he actually like gets spit out of time in Wayne Manor, and then later he's like, "Thanks for always thinking I was alive, Tim. Hugs, not drugs."
Was that a Red Robin issue? I know there was the Road Home where he was kind of like keeping his return a secret from most people. There was a couple of specials.
Maybe it was the Red Robin. Because isn't there a one-shot that was like Batman the Return, too? And did he pop up in a Justice League issue or something? Because isn't it like Tim goes to the Justice... That's the thing, is I feel like it was a little bit... I guess it's a little bit like in this Joker war, how Barbara was at her house and it looked like the Joker was going to hurt her, but then she's off, like beating up thugs, and you're kind of like, how do these fit together? It feels like Bruce Wayne returned, like, popped up in multiple different ways.
Well, yeah, they were milking it for all it's worth, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember. Yeah, the hug with Tim was in an issue of Red Robin. Yeah,
but so is that because it's famous? Well, it's famous on the corners of the. It's famous on the corners of the internet where I lurk, which are like, Bat Family, let's collect every time Bruce hugs someone. So is that not when he first appears then?
Yeah, no.
It's not like he popped. Oh, okay. He doesn't like pop out of time and give Tim a hug.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. It's later. Got it. I hope he gives everyone a hug. We only get the hugs are meted out very strictly in the comics. Rough.
But this is
right.
This starts to get weird because it opens up with Damian at a board meeting.
Right. Well, that means we skip the one, because that always, like, a little bit annoyed me. I mean, I understand you have all these characters, so you don't need Dick to, like, take over Batman and take over being CEO. When he was like, I can't do numbers kind of thing. It's like, oh, please. And he's like, I grew up in a circus. What, like, because you grew up in a circus, you don't understand math? I mean, that phrasing just kind of annoyed me. I mean, it makes sense that, I personally would not want to run a business. That sounds horrible. And boring, but I felt like again, this is me nitpicking. I kind of wish he had said something like, I don't really enjoy this and find it fun. I would prefer someone else to take it on, instead of being like, I grew up in a circus, numbers.
I'm sure his Bruce Wayne's will said something else, but I mean, Damian is the blood relation, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
I just think it's because Damian has that cutthroat CEO attitude. Although, isn't Tim technically running stuff too?
Yeah, Tim was doing stuff. Yeah, I don't think Damian's actually running the company. Like, he's here saying, money's going, I don't know if people are like stealing money, like. Right.
Well, it is kind of. Sorry, we're kind of off track. It is kind of convoluted because Tim goes through, I need to be emancipated, and he is like kind of trying to take over.
Yeah.
And run, but at the same time, they never admit to the world that Bruce Wayne is dead, right?
Oh, no. Yeah, because they let him out. They let him out for brief periods to keep up appearances, but at this point, they had Hush like locked in a cell in Wayne Tower because Hush had gotten the idea.
Right, because he was like trying to steal all of Bruce's money.
He made himself up to look like Bruce Wayne. So they're like, we're going to let you out to make some public appearances. Other than that, you're never leaving this room.
Right. So that, again, was another kind of confusing thing about Tim being... Well, I guess...
Well, I think Tim was...
I guess I understand the, I need to be an emancipated minor because technically Bruce Wayne is still alive. But like I said, they could have just had him be 18 and on a gap year, and we wouldn't have had to worry about his high school being like, yo, Tim, why haven't you ever showed up for school?
I guess they just don't want him to be too old. They didn't want to age him up too much.
No, but really, how big of a difference is there between 17 and 18?
I don't know.
Anyway, okay. But yeah, that felt like maybe they just wanted like some extra drama kind of stuff. Because also, like, if you think Bruce is alive when Bruce comes back, won't he be a little bit hurt that you emancipated yourself from him?
Well, I guess he just figures everyone did what they had to do to keep everything running.
Right.
Oh yeah, and then Dick's here with this masked detective who's supposedly what's his first name?
Ron Sexton, I think.
Yeah, because they're trying to put together everything with the Domino Killer and how Bruce Wayne fits in. Because they start talking about stuff from Batman R.I.P. Bruce was dating the supermodel Jezebel Jet, who's actually working for the Black Glove. That said, and Dr. Hurt was Dr. Hurt set this up where he was trying to like smear Bruce Wayne's parents' image. He was trying to. At first, Dr. Hurt was saying, "Oh, I am Thomas Wayne. I faked my death because, I had my wife killed because she was having an affair with Alfred." Blah 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 blah. Yeah.
Wait, this was it. Okay, this is in
Batman R.I.P. Yeah, it's like right before Bruce disappeared. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because then that came up, and I was like,
yeah. Well, but of
and
course,
that is when and I think we've talked about this before, but Simon Hurt was invented for that, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So I was like,
I don't know about invented. I don't know if there was like some.
Well, isn't he the doctor where like, remember when there's
yeah.
Well, because when there's stuff like Robin dies at dawn.
Yeah, because that's how Grant Morrison trying to make everything count made like the Robin dies at dawn story. It was like it's like a experiment that Batman was
right.
Like,
well, I mean, in the original version, it is an experiment. Like Batman's hallucinating it or whatever. It is an experiment, but it was just like an experiment. Yeah. And I think he makes that doctor Simon Hurt and gives him a bigger role. Yeah, so he didn't like make him up, but basically he took somebody that was just like random doctor.
Yeah, just like a one
character.
Yeah, just like a one issue character. Yeah.
Yeah. But otherwise, it's not like, oh, I missed all these Simon Hurt issues. Who is this dude? It's like, this is him. This is really like his first big thing.
So yeah, but then Dick gets a call from Alfred. So yeah, they were. I guess there was bugs sent. I'm trying to remember if there's bugs sent in Wayne Manor. So yeah, Alfred was searching.
Oh, he thinks maybe there are, so he turned all the power off.
But yeah, the body we thought was his was revealed to be an imposter, i.e. clone. Then Dick, the Justice League has been displaced in time by something called the Omega Effect. Yeah, it's when Darkshot side shoots you with his eyes.
What a jerk.
And Tim's convinced he left clues in the past. Yes, Wayne Manor's been here for over 200 years, and the cave system has been in use since the Stone Age.
Wayne Manor is always as old as it needs to be.
Oh yeah, first it was like, at first they'd go back and say, oh yeah, it was a stop on the Underground Railroad. Okay, now it's prehistoric times. Like, really?
Yeah, and I mean, when the stuff really got when the comics first came out, it was just like Bruce Wayne's house. Like, it wasn't even anything. I mean, it was a nice house, but they didn't necessarily say any special ancestral things about it. And now,
but
now it's like the only reason Wayne Manor isn't 1,000+ years old is because it's in the United States. I mean, can you imagine if this was in Europe, they'd be like, this was built by the Romans and it's been here for 2,000+ years.
Yes.
Like, Jesus visited Wayne Manor.
But then Alfred's rehanging the portraits of the patriarchs of the Wayne family, and look, hung in the correct.
Like in China, they'd be like, Confucius slept here at Wayne Manor.
Hung here in the correct order for the first time in years. They seem to kind of tell us some kind of story.
Yeah, that one Wayne guy looks like he's wearing a bathrobe in his picture.
I know. But and Damian's like, what's with this empty space? Not all the Waynes were philanthropists. The Gap is the only acknowledgement of the existence of Thomas Wayne, the black sheep of the family, back in the 1760s. And he led a rather distinguished sect of devil worshippers, apparently. Remember that? They summoned an ancient bat demon of the Megani tribe. Yes. That's another thing Grant Morrison's using, because Lilith and I covered this, I think, last December. There was a story from Batman 452 through 454, it was like 1990. And they showed, like, back in like the 1760s, there was like a group of, they never said a Wayne was there, but there was a group of guys who tried to summon like a bat demon. And then like they got freaked when they saw it, and they like, it was like in the basement of some guy's farm or something. So like all the guys run out, they board up the basement and just abandon the farm. And meanwhile they had like sacrificed like a teenage girl or something. They just like leave her down there. But but the history, one of the guys supposedly who was there was Thomas Jefferson. Yeah. So yeah, we didn't know.
That's funny.
We didn't know that Thomas Wayne was there at the time, but Thomas Jefferson was.
Well, I mean, of course, the Waynes have to know all the important people, so Thomas and Thomas were probably like BFFs.
We shared slaves.
No, I'm sure the Waynes were always abolitionists.
Well, they said
Bruce Wayne has to have distinguished forebears aside from this guy.
said, I was going to say, Thomas Wayne in the 1760s was the black sheep of the family.
That's true. He was a huge douche.
But yeah, Damian's looking at the pictures. If you're willing to admit my father is lost in the past, you have to admit this could be a painting of Bruce Wayne. And Alfred's like, yes, a bunch of them do look a lot alike.
Which one does he say is Bruce? Obviously not the demon worshiper.
Well, Damian's standing in front of looks like is that a pilgrim?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, Mordecai Wayne.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I love this page. Okay, so then they're like, what's up with this Josiah Wayne? He looks like obviously not, but it really looks like he's standing under a fluorescent light in a bathrobe holding a Batman symbol. Like, he's supposed to be from back in the 1700s or something. I know that's not what he's doing.
Because Dick's like, if this is Bruce, he'd be leaving clues in the pictures. Like, yeah, Mordecai was holding a book. Josiah was holding, a little casket.
Yeah, that's what a casket is.
Robin, look there. It's like the whole house is coming to life. You're a freak.
I know. That's why I took a picture of that page because I love that. She's like, this is so cool. Damian's like, you're a freak.
So, yeah.
No, Damian, it's cool.
And then Alfred goes to the Batmobile to use the computer. I was
thinking about Alfred's company.
Dick and Damian following the clues. Hoseia's sightline leads us straight to Darius Wayne, the revolutionary hero. Burning ships.
And then in this one, I'm actually a little bit surprised that Dick doesn't take Damian's concerns more seriously. But maybe, sometimes it's hard to tell, so maybe he thinks Damian is, like, pulling his leg or whatever. But how Damian's like, if my father returns, we can't be Batman and Robin anymore, can we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could tell Damian's getting scared, because he's just like, apart from some half-baked evidence dug up by crazed Timothy Drake, how can anyone be sure he's gone back in time? Because Tim's a master detective. Shut up. Oh, and then we see, I guess, Black Gloves people coming for Sexton. I would not mess with this guy. Once they find out who's under that mask. Oh yeah, I forgot. I think that the evil Batman clone, kind of broke Damian's spine. So right, yeah. They sent him to Talia. I think she cloned him a new spine or something.
No, it's a metal. It's technology.
Yes,
metal,
yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
I think it's like a combo of both. Yeah. But yeah, Alfred's looking up the family history. Mordecai was a late addition to the gallery. His portrait was rediscovered in the 19th century and hung with the others, but oddly enough, he doesn't fit the official genealogy. But yeah, Hosea and Solomon are remembered as so-called conductors on the Underground Railroad. We can't be Batman and Robin anymore if that father comes back. No, I guess not. It's a small price to pay. I can go back to doing what I do as Nightwing. Do you think my father will let me stay on as Robin? You honestly think he put up with you the way I do?
I know, but then, see, that's what he was joking. I think he doesn't realize that Damian's being serious.
Well, yeah, he says, Damian.
So he's like,
Damian, I'm
joking.
Like,
oh, I'm joking. He's like, this really is bothering you. What started all this? And then we have that flashback about the spine.
Yes, but then they find a secret passage, behind the fireplace?
Altalia's dissing on Dick. His former boy Wonder is barely fit to wear his mentor's mantle. And Damian's like, you're wrong. Dick Grayson is, but then he doesn't get a say. How cool.
Yes, they feed you lies to keep you from achieving your greatness. Damian, their plan is to...
Yeah, they're down in that secret passage, and they're in a double secret Batcave.
Yep. Yeah, there's a bunch of suit armor.
A bat symbol and Barbados written on the wall.
And of course, we see why we got the flashback to Talia, because Damian grabs a sword and is about to attack Dick until Dick falls through like a trapdoor. Damian, mother, what have you done to me?
Right, and then we get to 11, right?
Yeah, well, we see Dick's in this secret, looks like Batcave where some ceremony was taking place. Yeah, Damian runs out of the house and runs into Sexton.
Yep. And then you see how Talia, that's how I know, remember, because that's how it is. Because it's like neural link technology, and she wants to use Damian to kill Dick. And she brings in Jess.
We also see Dr. Hurt coming back from, where was he at? Was it South America or something? But yeah, he disappeared at the end of Batman R.I.P. But yeah, Dick's looking at the clues. Thomas Wayne, the devil worshipper, lived and died in the 18th century, right? So how come the paint's new within a year, maybe? So there's a big bat symbol on the floor. Dick goes, step on it. And Alfred's in the car in the air saying, oh, there's some kind of commotion on the grounds.
Finds the stalactite, half human, half bat. I felt like this one, 11, I didn't see. I mean, it is like kind of just moves the...
Yeah,
it's a good one. It kind of moves the action along, but it doesn't have as many.
It's a lot of Damian and, Sexton up there fighting.
Have as many intense bits. 12 is where they have their fight. Sorry, I'm already at 12.
But I'm glad Grant Morrison brought this part up because, Dick's going through the maze basically, and he's like, Bruce must have known about this. I mean, what happened when the mansion fell down during the Gotham earthquake?
That was No Man's Land, right? I mean, that was a huge event. That lasted a long time in the comics.
That was like a year. Yeah, I mean, the house got destroyed. He had to know about this. What? I don't know. They might be revisionist history. Only the West Wing and parts of the cave suffered severe damage. Otherwise, we'd still be in the process of reconstruction.
No, I think back then, there was part. Yeah, well, it was like the house fell into the cave, so that's why...
Well, most of it did, yeah.
I think they had to rebuild the whole house.
That's what I thought, but then Alfred says only the West Wing and parts of the cave suffered severe damage.
Well, I mean, I guess that must be where the cave's under, so that was the part that went splat into the cave.
So Alfred said he might have to intervene in the Damian thing, and then, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's a big Barbathos stalagmite or whatever.
But I like how, like I said, I'm in 12 now. Where Slade, he's all trying to get...
Slade! Yes, he's basically...
I know, he does say that. That is very Teen Titans go, Slade.
He's basically remote controlling Damian.
Yep, but I like how Damian is able to overpower it, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, if I hadn't been angry with you, adrenaline, because he was angry that Dick wasn't taking his worry about what happens when Bruce comes back seriously. It's like, adrenaline triggered the link. And Dick's like, it's okay. Let's move on to the next thing. We gotta...
But yeah, so yeah, basically Slade's fighting Dick through Damian.
Well, and then they kind of like beat up all those goofy people that are like, Barbados, and they want to... Or no, wait, or is that coming later?
But yeah, I guess, Dick takes down Slade by shocking Damian.
Oh yeah, that's what it was, yes. That's how they get separated. Like I said, I think it's nice. Damian's like, oh, if I hadn't been angry. He's like, it's okay. Let's move on. We have these people we need to beat up.
So yeah, the Black Gloves, well, they yell more Bathos. They grab something and then they leave. I guess Sexton leaves.
Oh, those people are Black Glove. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then there's Dick has that moment where the weird... or he thinks he remembers the weird bat thing coming to him.
Yeah, he says he followed the railroad track to an underground river, and there was a statue and a tunnel behind, and I found that box, the casket, now it's gone.
Right, but then he has that. But then I like this too. Damian's like, I have to return to my mother immediately, which, makes sense since she messed up his spine.
Yeah.
But I like how Dick says, not on your own.
Yeah. And Dick's like, well, do we find any actual clues? And Alfred says, yeah, as you see, the manor designed by Nathan Van Derm for Darius Wayne in 1795 forms a stylized W. But there's more than that. If we had
then this other thing, and it forms a bat. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, because there was like a path to Alan Wayne's crypt. A beacon across time, perhaps. My God, it's a bat signal. But yeah, they get the bat rockets. Yeah, they do go back to Talia.
I like that, how it's like, you're not going alone. He takes him, how dare you? He's like, I'm not leaving without Damian. Talk with my mom.
But then while Damian's talking to Talia, Dick goes to see Slade in a hospital bed.
Yeah. Like, oh, and did I mention the 100,068 people you killed in Bloodhaven? Haven't we talked about that yet? Is this the first time he's seen Slade since then?
I'm trying to remember. It might be, and if it wasn't, they might have just seen him in like a middle of a fight or something, but...
Then we have this great thing with Damian and Talia. He's like, oh, I'm trying to save you. Being Robin is the best thing I've ever done, Mother. And even if my father does return, this is the life I've chosen to lead. I don't need you to see. And then, which, like, super jerk move. I mean, I'm not like I don't mind Talia. I'm not like a huge fan. But I feel like if you like Talia, you really don't like how Grant Morrison writes her, because she's like definitely a villain.
Oh, yeah.
Because Damian's like, no, I want to follow my dad's path. She's like, okay, I thought you would say that. So let me show you this clone I made of you that I'm going to raise up. Like, what?
Yeah, I mean...
Okay, I'm going to replace you.
It comes back. It comes back later, especially in New 52, but it's based... Yeah, the clone, they age it up. It basically almost looks like Bane with like a big helmet on or something.
Right, well, that's Heretic, right. Yeah. I'm just saying, I mean... Grant Morrison, Talia is really not a nice person.
Oh, no.
When he writes her. But, I mean, some people write her, she's a little more iffy. You know, a little more...
Back in the day, they made her iffy. I think these, modern age, they write her more evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, definitely, she's pretty... I mean, they seem to make her have, like, more of a tension sometimes between, my dad or Bruce. But this, I mean, being... Okay, kid, I'm disappointed in you, so let me show you the replacement I made. I mean, I'm pretty sure that is, like, the pinnacle of bad parenting right there. I mean, you're the one who's a parent, Phil, but I'm pretty sure the baby books are going to say, number one thing not to do, tell your kid you're replacing them.
Oh, no.
Like, Dad.
Yeah. And then we see Dr. Hurt getting his guys ready, and then Dick, Alfred, and Damian are down in the cave. They find a shredded cape and cow, which I'm trying to remember if that's the one like Bruce left in like prehistoric times, but that thing should have disintegrated.
How did it make it back there then?
I don't know.
Oh, well, I guess, they're saying prehistoric Bruce was living in this cave.
Unless he came back later, because he did jump ahead different time periods. But
moving around.
It's been a while since I read Return of Bruce Wayne. But yeah, they see that. Dick's like, alert the Justice League. Thomas Wayne, Barbatos, Devil Worship, and the Underground Railroad. Everything's connected. It's all coming to a head.
Then I like, are we ready? And they put their hands together like they're a little soccer club.
Yes.
Go team!
And if he's right about Sexton, my suspicions about all of this are on track. Because, yeah, Dick goes to see Sexton.
I will have to say, though, I don't totally... So between 12 and 13, we get a new artist.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't totally love the new art.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good, but I don't know. It's not my favorite style. I can't quite pin what it is.
It's kind of jarring just between the two different art... Well, yeah, between the different art styles.
Yeah, and I'm not quite sure what it is that... But I don't know. There's something about it that I'm not totally into.
But yeah, like Sexton asked Dick if Bruce was home. Bruce Wayne wasn't home. My partner thought he recognized something about you. And Sexton's like, I'm not Bruce Wayne. He's clearly not the detective his predecessors were. Dick's like, yeah, sometimes he misses the obvious clues. Have you noticed what all the deaths have in common? Of course, the Black Domino Killer. Nah, the oil sheik, the peanuts in the restroom. The cardinal strangled by his own dog collar. The newspaper tycoon with the heart attack and the young mistress. The Russian and the alligator. That was the one. Dick says, that's when I figured it out. It's a routine, isn't it? They're all jokes.
Dun, dun, dun.
So yes, this was really the Joker trying to speak like he's British.
Yes. I guess he pulled it off a bit. Well, no, Dick said that he noticed some mistakes. Okay, so when we get into 13, it's Dr. Hurt who comes in with the cape and the mask that's kind of like, but he says, Bruce Wayne failed to stop me, Mr. Grayson. You dare imagine yourself superior to a Wayne? He's the guy that's pretending to be Thomas Wayne, but he's not actually a Wayne himself, right?
Again, very confusing, this Grant Morrison stuff, but I don't know if they're trying to say he is that Thomas Wayne from 1760, the black sheep of the family.
Okay, I was kind of wondering if that was it too, because is that why because Thomas Wayne, if that's why he's
he's not Bruce's
father.
I'm
Thomas Wayne, I'm back. And so that isn't.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it just is like the kind of thing when you would say you dare imagine yourself superior to a Wayne. feels like the kind of thing you would say if you were also a Wayne, not if you were just some random dude.
But he's telling the public that he is Bruce's father. You know, that Thomas Wayne, Bruce's father.
Right. Well, I mean, people are primed to suspect things, but it's a little more believable to say I'm Thomas Wayne, Bruce Wayne's father, than I'm Thomas Wayne, the devil worshiper from the 1760s. Come back.
And like 13. Yeah, and 13, the beginning of this is like a flash forward because we see Dr. Hurt get back. The Wayne Manor, and he has Batman and Robin tied up, and shoots Dick in the back of the head. I told you, Dick gets shot in the head way too much.
He does have certain injuries. He gets a lot. And
yes. But then they flash back. They show Damian join Dick at the hotel where they have Joker.
Yep, and he calls the Knight, and the Knight's like, oh yeah, Oberon Sexton's dead. Buried alive.
I love this. It's just like, no matter how many I killed, Joker's like, no matter how many I killed Batman, my Batman was gone. It's as if something went out of my head. So, yes. They haven't said if he knows who they are at this point, but yeah, Joker's like, I know you're not the original Batman. I think he's pretty sure it's Nightwing. He's just like, no, my Batman is gone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of one of the interesting things is, since they've they've definitely built up Joker as, Batman's big bad, and so the Joker does know stuff. Or like senses stuff, that some of the others. Although, I mean, Dick is not he's not super going out of his way to be like, hey, I'm a different Batman, but he's also not, as he said, I can't be him. I mean, he's not necessarily trying, except for that one time at the beginning when he needed to fool Two-Face to get him out of the cave. He's not trying to convince people that
he definitely not trying to convince the Joker, because he's talking about, the clue about the dominoes, double meaning, like Robin's mask, and he's like, Joker, this is me. I've been doing this for a long time. I had you figured out when I was 12.
Right, yeah, so again, he's like, yeah.
So he's basically pretty much confirming, it's me, Joker.
And yeah, I don't know if the Joker knows their other identities, but he knows them as Batman, Robin, Nightwing, etc. So it's not.
Yeah, but they do confirm Sexton was a real crime writer, but yes, his body's found in England, buried alive with the corpse of his wife. So yeah, Joker must have buried him alive and stole his identity.
Then yes, something you noted or something you mentioned. Dick is driving the commissioner to the manor to check some stuff out, calls him commissioner, and I don't know, that's not the one where he says it, but it's saying, I'll call you Jim. No, there it is. Then when they get out of the car, then he says, I know you stepped into some big black boots you probably felt would never fit, but if it helps to know, most of my cops refer you to him.
Yep. But no, I do like that when he's like, the other Batman called me Jim. I'll call you Commissioner Gordon if that's okay, sir. Yeah. And of course, 3 days, Gotham experiences a total solar eclipse. So,
that'll be prime time.
But yeah, it all goes back to the beginning with Professor Pig. They talk about the next generation of viral narcotics, addictions you can catch.
Okay, so that's where Professor Pig comes in.
Yep. Because they had to cure Professor Pig. Yeah, he grafts masks on the people. They're like, what if the cure was actually a Trojan horse? Yeah, because Gordon looks like he has a cold or something. Oh no! But then Gordon gets a text. He says, "Wait, the last text I got says Joker has to talk to Robin." What? Tell your men to keep him away from the Joker. We're on our way. He could kill him. My God, does that poor kid have any idea what he's dealing with? It's not him. It's the Joker I'm worried about.
Right. Because then, how does the Joker how is there just a crowbar in that room? Or did Damian bring the crowbar?
Oh, no, Damian brings the crowbar because Damian hits him with the crowbar first.
Yeah. And then it culminates in the next issue, 14, where you realize the Joker did it on purpose so that he could get close and scratch Damian. A Robin who lets me manipulate him into a locked room situation. A Robin who even brings his own crowbar to the party. He might be the funniest one yet.
The crowbar was Jason's thing. Come on.
I know, but now apparently it's the
Yeah, I
go-to always for all that kind of stuff.
But yeah, Damian's like, I'm an assassin. You don't think I won't kill you with, I think I'll show you any mercy. And Joker's like, I'm using all of you. My fight's not with him, not with you, with the doctor, the Black Glove. But yeah, Joker's like bleeding from the head and just like ranting.
Feels pretty Jokerish.
Yeah. But then, so is it the Joker who gets, because Damian's like, got that Joker grin on his face. You were right about that.
Yeah, okay.
Baby boy wonder. I'm not mad at all. I'm just differently sane. We see Professor Pig with Dr. Hertz, who wants to open this little casket thing, but he said he can't open it without destroying the contents of what's inside. Keep an eye on that box. Wonder what's inside. So Hertz just ranting too. Batman and Gordon got shot down.
Right, and that's when Dick like wakes up and he's back at we have the shirtless pig.
Dick's trying to fight off this mob while the Batmobile like blows up.
Yeah, and he gets back and Alfred taped up his ribs or something.
Yeah. He's like, what happened to Gordon?
And they've got Gordon and
the city's in chaos.
Right. Well, and Dick goes to save Gordon, and Gordon's gotten the stuff, the chemical, and that's why he was like, I tried to tell you to stay away. But instead it looks like he hits him with like a air canister or something.
Yeah, but Dick tries to call Damian and gets the Joker. There's a party. They're throwing a party for Gordon on Crime Alley. They didn't invite us. I've arranged to handle the catering. Can you bring the fireworks? But yeah, they got Gordon captured, Dr. Hurt, and Pig. But yeah, there's an explosion. It's the Joker, not Joker. I smell Batman. Yeah, it's at Park Row. Oh, I remember this. What's the new Batman got? Carrying some sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Joker antidotes in my... Yeah, Dick gets taken down and... Well... Oh, wait. No, he gets the Gordon. Don't untie me. What are you talking about? Behind you.
Right, because Gordon Gordon's been infected with the stuff and he hits Dick on the head or something with the air canister.
Then we see Joker with Robin. And then that takes us to 15. The penultimate issue. Take a drink, Lil Hellfire.
Alright, the penultimate issue. Oh yeah, and this is where we see some of the stuff of... That's her, although he looks kind of different. But I think it's partially the artist. I don't know.
What?
But this is when him pretending to be Thomas Wayne. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And is this him actually doing this, or is this a flashback?
Well, I'm guessing this might be flashing back, showing how we got the mansion. Because, yeah, he's being followed by the media, and, yeah, Dr. Hurt posing as Thomas Wayne. Yeah, Alfred's there.
Because you said this kind of stuff happened already in R.I.P.
Well, no, him come... Oh, wait, did him come into the mansion? Or I don't know if it's this time. But yeah, as Thomas Wayne, he's even on TV. I found the solution to the problem. Basically saying he could save Gotham. Then we see a bunch of Joker and Damian.
Yeah, and somehow Damian saves the commissioner.
Yeah, because he's in a truck they got him in a truck.
Yeah, how does Damian get... I think I missed that, but how does he get saved from the Joker juice or whatever? Does it just wear out eventually? Because Dick hasn't met back up with him yet, has he?
No. Yeah, I'm thinking... Yeah, I don't know if the Joker must just given him a... Yeah, it couldn't have been that bad. Yeah, but then they were like storming Wayne Manor.
Right, because it's in Wayne Manor where he gets shot, right?
Well, yeah, they captured Damian, and then, yeah, we are back to the point where they're in that same room and Dick gets shot in the head again. A 32 pellet won't penetrate his skull, but it has been expertly placed to fracture the skull and cause a hematoma. In less than 12 hours, blood absorbed into the cerebrospinal fluid will result in permanent neurological damage. Our handsome young acrobat will become a human vegetable. So yeah, then Dr. Hurt says, I can save him. I'm a surgeon. He tells Damian, I want your soul. I don't believe in souls. They're meaningless. You're not the devil. You're a man who lived too long. We know who you are. You shouldn't have come back here.
Right, so he's saying he knows that he's hurt.
Yeah.
Simon Hurt and not Thomas Wayne.
Yes.
So he's... Well, I guess he could still be a surgeon since he's a doctor.
So,
anyway, they have that great double punch again, like they did in issue 1.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, Hurt wants Damian to swear loyalty to him. He even kicks through the painting of Thomas and Martha Wayne. Oh, no, because, they double punch Hurt when he gets distracted because that box opens. He's like, it hasn't opened in 100 years. And all it is like a batarang and a note that says, gotcha.
That's because Bruce left it when he was traveling through time.
What's happening? Don't you understand I won? Yeah, because Damian and Dick are fighting back. Should have listened instead of shooting me, Doctor. Now you're trapped. You walked right into this one. Devil meet Bat God. Boy, that's meta. What's happening?
That is, dang. I even had magical safeguards up.
Well,
so no one could teleport into my cave.
Well, that's like from the 90s on, people called Bruce Bat God because he always prepared for everything. But
then we have this snazzy cover.
Oh, yeah.
That holds 16 up. That's a good cover.
Well, 15 ends. Hurt's like, what happening? Turn around, Doctor. It's all over.
Right. Yeah, so somehow... I guess that's where I was wondering. So that is like poof, Bruce popping back from time. It's not like he just strolled into the... Or you think they're kind of trying to keep it unclear?
They really didn't specifically show it at the end of Batman and Robin, but they did show him suiting up in the Bat Cave. So I would assume if he popped up anywhere, it was in the Bat Cave. So he must have popped up in the cave, grabbed his suit, and ran up.
So he's there and had to come up. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I was thinking he was in his bat suit throughout time, and it was just they opened the box, got you, boom, magic, he's there.
Yeah, no, I think he appeared in the cave and just came up the steps.
Oh, okay.
But yes,
that's shown in the return or whatever.
Yeah, like I said, that it wasn't really clear at the end of that, but they did show him in the cave suiting up. So, but yeah, 16 opens up in 1765. Yeah, that's Stockman's farm, where, like I said, those original Batman issues where they were doing the ceremony to call up Barbathos. See, there's their human sacrifice. Yeah, and all the rest of them, Thomas Jefferson, everyone jump out and nail it shut. But what we didn't see last time is Thomas Wayne stayed behind.
Right, yes.
See, he's face to face with Barbathos.
And today we get Hurt saying, through the fireplace.
You came back.
And then there's, what is that? The Hans Bruegel, the Elder, who makes those, maybe it's Hieronymus Bosch. It might be this feels like it's probably a Bosch painting over the fireplace. That's where the one, all crazy stuff.
And this art isn't bad. Well, the art kind of goes, I think there's a couple artists on this, but yeah, the beginning of this.
Yeah, I like this one a little bit better.
Yeah, the art's good here, but it's different than what we've been getting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's different.
So yeah.
And then, yes, some lovely things I like. So then that's the Black Glove people, the random people.
Yeah, because the Black Glove's starting to attack, and I love Bruce standing there with Dick and Damian. Dick's like, great to see you too. Guess I should have known you wouldn't just turn up during lunch tomorrow or something normal like that.
Yeah, I love that comment.
And then Bruce.
And he's like, is that Damian in a Robin costume?
I know how it looks. You turn around for 5 minutes and we let the whole place go to hell.
And then Damian, his words, not mine. Damian's like, I didn't let it go to hell.
And you're not a clone, are you? Or some stupid robot?
Well, I'll talk later.
Then we just get a big fight scene.
Yep. And then, what did I say to you about wearing that costume? And so that's the reference to him saying...
Yeah, it was cursed, but Dick's like, hey, if it wasn't for me, Jason Todd would be Batman.
What is it? What's up? Hurt shot me in the head to make his game more fun.
I love Dick goes, how was time?
We have some to spare. You'll be the first to know.
On your feet, soldier.
Making some pretty good jumps.
Two Batmen. What are we dealing with here?
Fiends, cartels, assassins, Dr. Hurt, Professor Pig, Damian. Yeah, we need all the Batman we can get, Father. It's pretty true.
But yeah, it's basically summing up real quick. Yes, Thomas, the devil worshipper of the Black Sheep, prolonging his life with blood rituals and space voodoo. Because it's a Grant Morrison book, yes.
Right, okay, so Dr. Hurt is Thomas Wayne from back in the day.
Yeah, I guess through just like trying to,
through
basic
blood rituals,
Barbathos, and whatever else, yeah.
And he was all these other fake things.
Oh.
Okay, and so that's why now that he's like summoned himself back, he can't leave the mansion because this is like his cave or whatever.
And the Joker, he's on our side, kinda, except for the nuclear bomb he left in the bat bunker. But Bruce tells Damian, "It's your job to make sure Batman gets home safe," meaning Dick. Yes.
Says you made the right choices. I'm proud of you. Aw, that's good. Way to go, Bruce.
Aww. So then, yeah, Bruce.
Right, yeah, and then the old person, not that he's old, but the person who was, then it like then it's the art of the guy who was doing the couple issues before, I think.
Yeah, but Bruce runs down to the cave to confront Dr. Hurt and rescue Alfred.
And Alfred's like, "Is it really you? And please stop this. Please stop fake dying." Which I can understand. That has to be rough for Alfred. Because I mean, as hard as it is to lose for like the boys, quote unquote, as Alfred says, where are the boys, to lose Bruce? Mm-hmm. It's extra hard because Alfred's older than Bruce, so the natural order is Alfred should go first. Yeah. So I think it's extra hard.
Yeah, because Dr. Hurt says he wants Bruce to hear Alfred die. Then Hurt thinks he locks Bruce in the Batcave. Professor Pig is messing up Gotham until Dick and Damian show up.
Oh yeah, and I know how Bruce is all trying to give Damian tips on taking care of the bomb, and Damian's like, "Yeah, I can do this." Look, well, you've been gone this past year. I figured this out on my own.
But yeah, Bruce has pretty much defeated Dr. Hurt and saves Alfred, but then Dr. Hurt runs out of the house, slips on a banana peel, because it's the Joker. And once again...
Yeah, well, they do kind of leave that dangling, right, in case they want to bring Dr. Hurt back.
Well, Joker buries him alive. Well, it looks like he's burying him alive.
But the dude's from 1760. I'm not convinced that burying him alive will work.
Well, Dr. Hurt does come back. And he will be back on this podcast. Stay tuned in December.
Oh, yeah.
And so will Damian.
And Bruce gets to punch the Joker, which, he must be stoked about that. First day back from time, and you get to punch the Joker? That's a treat.
Yep. But Alfred, all of that. Please, can this be the last time I have to grieve needlessly?
Yeah, that's just what I was saying, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, as that Bruce takes out Joker as he's trying to get away. And then, I don't know what is this, days later maybe? Yeah. Dick's all bandaged, back of his head's bandaged up. The world's top brain surgeon pronounced me fit for duty. If you need Nightwing to help you wrap up this case, I'm about ready to go back to my old job in a week or two. And Bruce says, 2 months off, no debate. The Joker,
that'll be good. That's smart, but let's take your own advice also, Bruce.
The Joker said he dealt with Hurt, and I'm inclined to believe him this time. Yeah.
Yes, I think this is it. The art on this bottom line, Damian looks so weird, and Bruce looks super weird.
Yeah.
In that last panel.
Yeah, it looks like he either has a beard or he's got some... I guess it's supposed to be a shadow, but...
I don't know, and just the grin, I don't know. And the way Damian's mouth is, it looks like a PlayStation controller.
Well, even Dick looks weird right there.
Right, yeah, yeah. Dick looks the least weird because he's smiling, and that's a very, Dick Grayson thing to do. But yeah, I don't know. Something just feels weird about that. But I love how Damian's like, what's happening to Batman and Robin? Like, Damian needs to know.
Batman and Robin will never die.
Worry.
But the issue ends with the big setup for Batman Incorporated because Bruce holds a big press conference basically saying he's gonna bankroll Batman. Yeah.
Well, he says he's already been bankrolling Batman. Now he's going to open the door openly.
Yep.
We have
going to start having Batman all around the world because, after
behind him, Alfred, Dick, Tim, and Damian.
Because you would think Dick would go back to Nightwing at this point, but no. Dick is going to be Gotham's Batman, and Bruce kind of goes international.
That's right. They do try to... So that thing is, I feel like Dick spent just as much time as Batman with Bruce being back as he did Batman with Bruce being dead/lost in time.
Maybe more even, because just...
Because, the thing that we're going to read next, the Black Mirror, that actually happens after Bruce is back, doesn't it?
Oh, no, I think the Justice League is next. But the
Justice League might be next,
Yeah, you don't see Bruce in the Black Mirror, but he's back. Dick wears the Batman suit until New 52.
Right, yeah. And there's that Gates of Gotham, and I think Bruce... Bruce is back
both
in that.
In there.
A couple times where Dick and Bruce are talking on the... they're like, they're having a Zoom call.
No, but it is cool because I'm trying to remember. There might be an issue of Batman Incorporated where like Bruce is like in a meeting as Bruce Wayne, and he's like talking about Batman, and Dick's standing there as Batman. So,
yeah.
But Dick stays. We'll get to in the next few weeks, man. Dick stays as Batman and a Batman until New 52.
Right. Yeah. So we'll have to see what month. This was January 2011. So the start of 2011 is.
Yeah, and then New 52 didn't come until, what was it, like September or something, 2011, so.
Oh, did it come in 2011? Then maybe it wasn't.
It was towards the end of 2011, so, yeah.
Okay, so maybe it's not quite this. Maybe it's not necessarily time-wise. He was, there was more time. He was Batman when Bruce was dead, lost in time, but it feels like there's a lot of issues that come, there's almost as many issues after Bruce comes back where he's Batman as before. Because, that Gates of Gotham was like a special miniseries kind of thing.
Yeah, because, Bruce, he shows up here and there, but he's basically just in Batman Incorporated. Like Batman and Detective, it's most of that's just Dick, basically, even in Batman and the Batman and Robin book. So I think even when Bruce was back, Dick was putting in more appearances as Batman than Bruce was. I would say maybe.
Well, and with him being in the Justice League, because you might have thought Batman would be in the Justice League and Dick would stay in Gotham. But of course, that is actually backwards. And if they were going to do the two Batman thing long term, Bruce should be the one that stays in Gotham, and Dick should be the one that works with everybody else.
That's true. But Bruce wanted to be the one in charge, of course. So.
Well, right. that's what I'm just saying. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
in terms of what would play to their strengths.
Mm-hmm.
If you were going to go about it logically, yes, Dick should be the Batman that works with the Justice League, that works with other people, and Bruce should be the one that stays in Gotham because Bruce is basically married to Gotham.
All right, so looking at the schedule, yes, next week is Justice League of America 49 through 60.
Just have to talk about the highlight. That's a lot of issues.
Yeah,
so everyone has time to do their homework.
Yes, we'll just hit the highlights. Yeah, Dick and his Angels. Yes, and then we get a big 4-week run of. I thought I couldn't remember. I thought the Black Mirror was all those issues, but because I think the trade paperback that says Black Mirror has all these issues, but only Detective Comics 871 through 873 was technically the Black Mirror, so we'll get to that. And then the week after will be Detective 874 through 875. The week after, Detective 876 and 87 through 878. And then wrap that up with 879 through 881.
All right, well, I have a fancy absolute edition of it that was on sale once on Amazon, and I bought it up, so I'll show it off.
And then I have a question for you, because there's 2 weeks after that. We have 1 week where it's just Nightwing number 0, and then Nightwing 8 and 9, all from New 52. I think we should combine those 2 weeks into one when we talk to Cal Higgins, because yes, we are talking to Cal Higgins, so send in your thoughts, your questions, because I think we should just have 1 week where we talk Nightwing 75 when it comes out, because it looks like we're going to have Dan Jurgens also here, people, so send in your thoughts for Dan Jurgens too, current writer on Nightwing. Because look, we hardly got to a classic review when we had Bertoni. Can you imagine we have Dan Jurgens on here?
Yeah, I mean, I can easily read 3 comics in a week. It's not that hard. So, I mean, next week we're going to read like 12. So
I was going to say, it's not a big one. So, yeah, I mean, combined with 3 is the big deal.
Think we'll manage.
Yes. So, yeah, those. And then, yeah, the year wraps up with Grayson, number 12, Nightwing, number 9 from Rebirth. And then Nightwing 16 through 20 will be the last week of the year. And that's the Dr. Hurt and Damian both return in that. So.
Oh, yeah, that's the Rebirth one where he's back in blue. Right.
Yep.
Wow.
So, yeah, good stuff
It's hard
coming.
to imagine we're coming to the end of 2020. Both the longest and shortest year on record. It feels like the year goes fast, but at the same time, it's like every month is a year. The hits just keep coming.
Exactly. And also, pretty soon I'll be starting to put the schedule together for next year. So, hey, all of you listening to this, including you, Kristen, send your requests. What issues would you like us to cover of Dick Grayson? Could be anything. Could be from his early days as Robin, Nightwing. Could be Titans.
Oh, there'll be some.
could be Titans issues. Could be anything. So yeah, as long as it has Dick Grayson in it, please send your requests. Email us capesandlunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Nightwing News on Facebook, Twitter. Follow all the Capes and Lunatics links, including a link to our YouTube channel where you can watch this video and many more. Links to our Patreon, the merch, all of it. All in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And remember to support our sponsors, Tweaked Audio, Hunt a Killer, Pod Life the book, now in digital and paperback. And if you like books, go pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. And as a fan of this show, you would really enjoy that. As a fan of Dick Grayson, and if you're a fan of, well, at least one of the hosts of this show, then I guarantee you'll enjoy the book. So yeah, to go pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. And when you're on Amazon buying all of that, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes, because it doesn't affect you at all, but helps us support this show, the network. And, of course, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom. Please kick me in the pants.
Do you know where that's from?
Please kick me in the pants.
We were talking. We had him on an episode. We were talking. Oh, yeah. I think it was like episode 169. Lilith wanted to do all 69 issues. And Rob came with, was it Detective Comics 69? It was like an old, like, Joker story or something, and Rob said in that, I think, what is it? Does Batman tell Robin, I think, please kick me in the pants and ask no questions?
Oh, yeah. This is back in the day.
Yes.
69. Yeah.
Please
I
kick
didn't
me in the
realize it
pants.
was that issue, but yeah, there is.
Yeah.
There is an issue where he says that. And Robin's like, okay.
Please kick me in the pants.
Yes. All right. And yes, I did your plug.
Yep.
All right.
We're all good.
So yes,
We're all plugged up.
come back for next week for the Justice League.
Justice League!
Not only do you get Dick Grayson, you get Supergirl, Jesse Quick, Jade, Donna Troy, yes.
Yeah.
Of course. A ton of villains. The Crime Syndicate, Eclipso. So yes,
Sure.
we're gonna do like the last, what is that, 11, 12 issues of Justice League before New 52.
Yeah, I think it'd probably be 12.
49 through 60. So yeah, it's the last one right before New 52. All right, fun and games are over. Join us next time. Same wing time.
Same wing channel.
Nightly News. Keep flying, Batman.